Questions, guys?
Chris, just 3 games in, just kind of your early season assessment defensively, how y'all look so far?
I'll tell you what I just told the players. I think we got better between game 2 and game 3. And now we'll have to try to get better between 3 and 4, 4 and 5, 19 and 20. This is kind of how this works with so many new players and trying to kind of feel our way. But I do think we got better tonight. Defensively, I'm a little concerned that we're not forcing more turnovers. But I think Memphis did a good job basically just kind of spacing us out and running more of an ISO game. So to get turnovers tonight, we'd have had to use some more strategy. And I thought that the game was in hand with our leads. But that's one thing that's concerning. I think rebounding is an emphasis around here. We have a long ways to go, but I have seen improvement from game 2 to game 3 in rebounding, so there's some positives there as well.
Kind of behind the decision to insert Kez into the starting lineup?
Yeah, we really don't have a starting lineup at this point. A lot of that's just based on game, so I thought, we needed another ball handler out there tonight. Kez, he said it best, man. He stays prepared. He's got a pro mentality. He's a guy that we trust. He's always in a good mood, good attitude. Whatever opportunity he gets, he makes the most of it. And I thought tonight, with 5 assists, I believe, in 0 turnovers, as the primary ball handler for most of his minutes, was really a key to the game. I thought he played with a lot of courage. He needs to fire his free throw coach, whoever that is, and I'm going to work on that tonight.
Does that free Elias up to be off ball more? Do you prefer him off ball a little bit more? Does that open up some of his game? I
think both ways. I mean, we've always played with 2, sometimes even 3 playmakers. And so I just thought the lineups tonight, gave Kez an opportunity, and he made the most of it.
Chris, you mentioned the value of this game for both fan bases. Penny was asked in the pregame radio broadcast about the future of the series, and he said he didn't know. What can you say about these 2 teams playing each other in the future? Is that going to happen?
Yeah, we want to play Memphis for sure. I think it's a home and home that makes a lot of sense. Could maybe even be a neutral site game at some point, but I'm not aware of where the contract is right now, so I share Penny's view on that. But personally, we would like to continue to play Memphis. It's a NCAA tournament program. It's a great opponent. I think it's a good game for both fan bases.
How important was it to see Travis Perry hit a couple threes today?
Yes, that wasn't that big a deal to me. I mean, Travis is a shooter. As the season goes on, those percentages will be where they need to be. Travis puts in a lot of work. So I thought he got a lot of good open looks in game 1 or game 2. That's just basketball. But I think Travis is the best shooter on our team. I thought tonight he impacted the game. Those are 2 big shots he shot, and especially in the timing. He made a couple really good aggressive defensive plays. So a lot of confidence in Travis. This is a team. We're going to need different guys to step up. Obviously, Kez had a good game tonight, but Travis is in our rotation. He's one of our best players. He's one of, if not the hardest worker in our program, so he's just got to stay the course.
Memphis cuts the deficit to about 4 points with 2 minutes left to go, and a couple of their guys are getting really hot. How do you think your guys handled that adversity there down the stretch?
I didn't think we cracked in terms of poise and all. We just got to play better. In 2 of those possessions, our offense didn't help our defense. So I don't know if you can blame the points allowed on the defense. It's hard to play defense after a turnover or a bad shot when you're not in position to get back. Then I thought defensively we had some mistakes late, not taking anything away from Memphis. They were aggressive. Penny was finding the mismatch that he wanted. But we've got to do a lot better cleaning things up and finishing the game a lot stronger.
Only 13 three-pointers tonight and made 8 of them. Is that a sign of less settling, more attacking?
I have to watch the film to see for sure. Like we want our green light shooters to shoot threes, period. But tonight it was very important for us to manage the game. Again, if the game's 110 to 108, that's not going to be in our favor against Memphis. And so I thought our guys did a great job, for the most part, just understanding and managing the game tonight. Well, did that lead to less three-pointers than we normally take or want to take? I'd have to watch the film to see that.
How would you gauge your offensive ability for your team against some of the full-court press that Memphis played tonight, and what were some of the positives you took away from what your offense did against the full-court press that Memphis played?
Yeah, I think the positive 7-turnover game where we played against full-court pressure for 40 minutes. So just the stat line, we had to be doing something right. I think we had a couple of miscues. We don't have the right guy inbounding the ball, so these are mental errors. I agree with Kez. Our scout team this week in practice did a good job imitating this as well as we could. We were even playing 6-on-5 for a while and things like that this week in practice. So I like the game plan. Just a couple of execution mistakes, or it would have been even cleaner.
Kaz said that you guys had this one circled on the calendar. Was that just sort of him saying that, or is that there's more to that?
Yeah, I can't speak for Kez on that. I have every game circled. Bill Russell said it best. The biggest game you're ever going to play in or coach in or compete in is the next game on the schedule. To feel any different than that, I don't understand how a competitor could feel any different. So this was the biggest game I've ever coached in my career because it was the next game on the schedule, and I'll feel the same way about Friday night's game. And appreciate you guys in all your ways, just making sure that everybody understands Friday's game is in the Tadpad. We're honoring Coach Barnes in his era, his tenure here at Ole Miss. Can't wait to get him and his wife and family back in Oxford. I think it's a 6:30 tip. Tickets are still available. We're going to have so many past players, past coaches, past fans. This game's important for a lot of people. It's my understanding this is the last basketball game that'll ever be played in the Tadpad. So I appreciate each of you, marketing this game, putting it out there just to make sure our fans know. Tadpad game, 6:30 on Friday.
Chris, this is the third straight game. You also shot like a bonkers number from three. I mean, it's one thing to do it against the other two opponents, but against a top 40-ish defense in Memphis, what did it take to get some of those looks? Was it just you guys hitting shots, or was it catching Memphis off guard, defensive lapses? What do you think it was?
I think our shot selection was good for the most part. So we got the right guy taking the right shot, and we do have good shooters. Shot selection's the whole thing. You look at any player's percentage, you want to improve that. It's shot selection. It's the first thing always. Then you get into the discipline of a shot, follow through, footwork, and what have you. From my recollection, sitting there tonight, I thought we had the right guy taking the right shot. I do think three-point shooting will be an offensive identity of this team. We got really good shooters. Gusto got a great look tonight. Ball literally went in, kind of hung there for a while and popped out. So, but I thought we did a good job tonight not settling and managing the game to a pace that we needed the game at for us to be successful.
Did Memphis taking 21 threes concern you at all in terms of, just giving up that many open looks?
Yes. I think Penny's got a really aggressive offensive team. Even several of his big shoot threes. It was a focal point of ours. I think when Memphis shoots a good percentage from three, they're going to be really hard to beat. A couple of those were our mistakes, strong side help, hand down, man down on the best shooter. But give them credit. I thought they spaced us out well tonight. It was kind of an ISO mismatch game. And then Doug McDaniel's, just a fantastic player. Another night where he impacts the team with assists, rebounds, and obviously scoring. So, I think he has a chance to be one of the best point guards in college basketball. I tip my hat to him. Our guys did the best job we could for the most part, just understanding who he was tonight.
All right, thanks all.
Thanks.